Are you at risk for radiation damage or radiation poisoning? According to the worldwide reports, the global examples in Japan and the meltdown of nuclear reactors is of great concern to all of us. If you take a look at the world maps, there was a hoax map that came out and it mentioned nuclear fallout tracing the ocean streams. But the reality is these particles can reach the United States coast. These particles, more importantly, can reach the coast because of the jet stream, so via the air or whether it be by the water. It can infiltrate into our food supplies. The exposures of radiation, plutonium is 200 million times more toxic than uranium. When we look at the example of Chernobyl and the resulting levels of cancer, we have to look then at what can we do? What 7 steps can we do to protect ourselves from radiation damage and poisoning? Today, when I called the health food store and asked about potassium iodine, they had none in stock. So many people, there was a 200 list waiting to get that product. We've ordered the product ourselves. We have several in stock and we're concerned, but we can make this available to you immediately. Just contact our office. The fact is that iodoral, which has the potassium iodine and iodide, helps to protect and bind at the receptor sites, removing the likelihood that these radiation particles will find its place in the thyroid gland, a gland that's so sensitive to radiation poisoning. We also know that melatonin, the very important hormone, is number 2 because it helps to protect from the blood-brain barrier this vital hormone at 1 or 2 milligrams a night, which usually is what you need to fall asleep. This will help in reduce the exposures that can concur with certain forms of cancer. Number 3 is glutathione. Glutathione is normally used in an IV, nutritional rich nutrients that we use at our Delgado Protocol Clinic, but we've also now discovered an amazing new oral delivery that actually crosses the blood-brain barrier and reaches the vital organs to serve as one of the most potent free radical scavengers and antioxidant effects. Number 4 is green sprouts. The green sprouts protect the DNA. They're rich in a product that we created called the Slim Blend. These green sprouts, alfalfa, wheatgrass, kale, parsley, are critical to protecting the body and the DNA of our cells. We know that breast cancer survivors who underwent radiation treatment, when they were given beta-glucans, that the radiation sores healed up very rapidly. And in 1985, the U.S. Armed Forces, with Radiobiology Research Institute, subjected mice to a lethal dose of radiation. They then gave them an oral dose of beta-glucans, and 70% of the mice survived. We have created a product rich in beta-glucans, and it has 28 super herbs. This is number 5 on the list because it has 5 medicinal mushrooms. It has all the herbs and nutrients, including activated barley, which is also rich in beta-glucans. It's the whole food beta-glucans. If you do a literature search, you'll find that it's one of the most effective ways to reduce free radical damage and radiation exposure. Number 6 is to use a blended drink. Mix in the most effective free radical scavengers to reduce radiation damage. That can include cilantro, holy basil, kale, Napa cabbage, broccoli, and all these whole foods are rich in vitamin A, E, C, and the B vitamins. We know that drinking a blended drink every day mixed in with the Slim Blend and the Stem Cell Strong and the Delgado Protein Plus can make a big difference in detoxifying the body. And number 7, for immediate exposure to radiation, make sure that you go ahead and soak in a bath for 20 minutes with 1 pound of sea salt, 1 pound of baking soda. Let the body soak in a chlorine-free water, and then follow that with infrared spa treatment along with exercise on a vibration plate or a mini trampoline to stimulate the lymphatics and totally cleanse the body. You'll see some amazing results. You'll feel better every day, not only just having the peace of mind, but the protection against radiation damage or poisoning and free radical damage and oxidative stress.